Dennis, the overriding emotion, disappointment tonight?
Yeah, disappointment because we didn't perform anywhere near what we're capable of, so I'm really disappointed in that respect.
I'd imagine you weren't particularly happy with what you saw first half, but you must have been encouraged by what you saw either side of your goal.
Yeah, obviously we had a few home truths in the dressing room at half time, and we come out in a much better frame of mind and a lot more urgency, and then when we made the double substitution and went to 3-5-2, we had a real foothold in the game, then scored in that period as well, and we looked like we could go on and get the winner. But they changed their shape into a diamond, and it just disrupted us, so we had to change again, and we just lost the ascendancy there. So then it was a case of, you know, not so much seeing the game out but making sure we don't lose the game, and then we get our own throw in and we throw the ball to them and they smash a goal in from 30 yards. It's just a ridiculous way to end up losing a game of football. We had our moments in the game, you know, we had 2 or 3 real good opportunities from close range that we didn't put in, but it was nowhere near a performance what I expect, or anywhere near the performance we had at the end of last season, so that was disappointing. But we still realistically should have come away from something playing a giant of a team.
Could any of that be attributed to losing a very influential player in Zach Mills not long before kick-off?
Well, I mean, I don't know that, but it certainly don't help because Zach's is very influential, and you see what they had up front today. They had 2 strong boys that are quite quick, and Zach would have helped cover the space in behind us there. You know, there's stretches at times with Pigeon Garns, you know, getting run down the side, so it would have helped us. But you know, we still had a decent back line in there starting today. You know, it was competitive today, but we didn't really create, we didn't really pass the ball as well as what we normally do, and we should have done that against a giant of a team. You know, when you're a smaller side, you should have the legs. For too long today, we just kept throwing the ball up in the air, so that was disappointing. But we got stuck into half time, and we done much better second half. But just really disappointed to lose the game when we was in a position at 1-0 of not losing it.
And you did have chances, especially Jay Rollins at the end. The keeper's pulled off the great save as he did so many times at your place in January.
Yeah, I mean, Jay's would have just been a strike like theirs in a sense, you know, a speculative strike from 25 yards, like their one was from 25-30 yards that goes in. But, you know, Jonah's one at the back stick there when you're 2 yards out and you've got an empty goal is more of a chance than that one. Jay's would have just been a, you know, not a weldy, but like a spectacular goal. But no, we had the first half as well. We had 1 or 2 close range efforts that we didn't get a good connection with. But like I say, with 16 minutes to go, I think it was at 1-1, we should really be seeing it out, and then, you know, being unbeaten in your first game, and then looking forward to 2 home games. So that was disappointing to get yourself in a position of getting something out of the game and then throwing it away.
And those 2 home games you mentioned, one against Solihull, who've strengthened considerably, and the second against Curzon Ashton, newly promoted side, perhaps a bit of an unknown quantity. But a chance to get back on track and carry on that good home form from last year.
Yeah, you know, every game in this league's tough, make no doubt about that, and they're 2 tough fixtures coming up, but we're at home, you know, our support's excellent at home. Hopefully they'll get right behind the team. We've got 1 league game out of our way now, so hopefully we'll get up to spec pretty quick. I think it's pretty evident today that it caught us by surprise first half, the intensity of a first league match, especially coming away in front of over 3,000 supporters. But we'll get up to speed as quickly as we can, and I'm sure this 1 defeat ain't going to set us back too greatly.